So Xander, we're down here just outside Duns. Could you tell us a bit about yourself?
Sure, I'm a director of a heating engineering company specialising in renewable energies, doing mainly biomass, central heating systems, heat pumps and solar thermal installations to both domestic and commercial properties.
Can you give us the name of your company?
Green Heat Renewables.
Thank you very much. How many employees have you got?
13.
At the moment?
At the moment,
okay.
Yes.
What's the main thrust of your business in terms of your client base?
Our main client base is private clients, ranging really from people in one-bedroom rural cottages up to privately owned hotels with commercial farms, private country estates, sort of four-bedroom houses sort of in between. Quite a range, to be honest.
Okay. Well, as you know, the Scottish Research Society are very keen to bring out all the facts they possibly can about the impending referendum vote on Scottish independence.
Mm-hmm.
And I wonder if you could just tell us what it would mean to you if Scotland voted yes on the 18th of September.
If Scotland was to vote yes on the 18th of September, it would seriously impact my business, as our business is incentivised by government grants that come from Westminster through the Department of Ofgem, and people are given these incentive grants for installing renewable energies into their homes, into their commercial properties, and it takes up about 95% of our actual work throughout the year. I have grown this business from being a sole trader on my own to now obviously employing 13 other people, which includes skilled heating engineers. We also have apprentices as well who are halfway through their training, and if these grants were to basically dry up, as Ofgem would no longer be looking to offer these financial incentives north of the border of Scotland, then my work will dry up. I already have some potential clients who are asking questions of what if, what will happen on the 18th, and are not really wanting to put their hands into their pockets to go forward with any installations. And so because of that, obviously if work dries up, then I can't afford to employ 13 other people, and so people end up being unemployed.
Would you consider relocating south of the border?
Well, we are located quite close to the border, but it might be a case that, yes, we might have to move down to Northumberland, and obviously if I move to Northumberland, I can't expect my workforce to move with me, and I might have to go and start over again. But it's an area of construction that I'm passionate about, and find myself heavily involved in, and I've decided to make this my career, so I would obviously just have to start again on a smaller scale and try and find my way south of the border.
Notice a very happy event. You've just had your first child.
Well, thank you very much.
2
yes.
weeks ago, that's young Heidi. But there must be issues that would worry you as a family man as well as your work-based.
Well, yes. Obviously, my wife isn't working just now. She's at home with our baby girl, and yeah, he's got her the pocket as well. And I would love to keep my family in Scotland. I'm from the borders, and I would love to stay here. But if there's no work for me to be here, then we're going to have to look at relocating.
Yes. No doubt you've been following the various issues of the debate. Do you think it's been fairly handled by each side, or do you think there's been some issues which probably weren't addressed?
I think that obviously there's some major issues that people have on the tip of their tongue, but there's so many other factors like small sectors of industry where questions haven't really been answered, and accumulate them together, it becomes quite a major issue. I think that not everybody's been able to have their voice, I think, with quite a lot of arguing going on from probably both sides, but yeah, I think obviously now we're coming to crunch time. A few more of these smaller worries are beginning to come out of the woodwork, but I just hope it's not too late and people aren't don't have the blinkers put on them by some of the major issues, when there's little things that accumulate together that will really impact their lives.
If I were to give you 3 topics, could you perhaps rank them in order of importance to you? One is remaining part of the European Union. 2 is the national defence, or remaining part of NATO. And 3 would be the economic outcome, supposing the oil and gas reserves were to dry up. How would you rank those?
Gosh, well, I think I think the economic outcome of oil and gas was to dry up, would heavily obviously impact my sector of industry. After that, I would say possibly defence, as we'd be very exposed sitting where we are, and if we weren't, had to start our own air force and security strategies from scratch, then we could be in a bit of trouble. And obviously thirdly, European Union, which would still rank quite highly with me, as we do trade with Germany and with Italy for a lot of our equipment. Just now our boilers that we mainly install come from Bavaria in Germany, and a lot of our other materials come from Italy. Obviously it'd be much nicer if they were built in the UK, and there are companies in Scotland and England that are looking to build the boilers and the other parts of, that we need for our industry here in the UK, but a lot of that has been put on hold because of this impending referendum.